Well, hi everybody, and welcome back today. We've got a few little things to do, and I suppose you saw your asparagus earlier on, didn't you? Well, look at all the fronds on that. It's actually trying to set seed, that is, in the conservatory. It's only been there a few weeks. You must have seen it on one of the last videos, and it's absolutely romping away. I should really just lop it off and plant it, but it's still too wet down the allotment at the moment to get on the ground, and it's sodden. So today we're going to be planting our early main crop, and it's going to be spunter, which is it's quite a nice variety. Grows well, nice firm flesh, sort of a creamy yellowy type potato, good for storing. But being an early main crop, you don't get any problems with the slugs and stuff actually attacking the potatoes before you get them out of the ground. So, and they store well as well. So same as before, you know, growing tips up. This is just an old seed tray. I just pop them in, and when they're done, we'll put them on top of the kitchen cupboards, the same as we've done with the others. So, I mean, there's no mistaking the eyes on these, because they're trying to sprout already. But give them a little bit of light, we'll help them along a little bit. It's amazing how they're quite big for seed potatoes, aren't they, really? Quite big. If you really wanted to, you could, just say that one there, you could cut that through there. That gives you one sprout there, one sprout there. You could cut it across there, gives you another one, and you could cut it across there. You get about 5 potato plants out of that if you wanted to. I don't do it that way myself, but people do. That's a bit of a deformed one there, look. So we're basically like chitting our early main crop potatoes, and then we're going to take some dahlia cuttings, and we're going to plant our first lot of salad. You'll see us do that in a moment. That's a bit loose, that one, isn't it? Take that one off. Quite a long, that's a bit. Let's take that one off as well. You don't want them too long because they get damaged quite easy, don't they? As you just saw there. They get damaged even more if you drop them on the floor. Now, where am I going to put these? That one there. Get another one in there. I'll put one in there. They will fit. So there we go. Don't forget the label. So this is a spunter, early main crop. There you go. And that'll be shitting away well on top of the cupboards for a few weeks yet. So, pop that in there so we know what it is. Just move that over there out of the way. There we go. We'll put that on the floor for now. Right, our dahlias. You must have seen these before. They were sort of over there growing away. I've just got a few pots here. And we'll chop these off, bit of rooting hormone, and pop them in the pots. So, got that ordinary rooting hormone. That's that sort of stuff. Even got a little dibber to make a hole in your pot, so you don't damage the plant stem. Right, so just, what should we use? Well, I'm going to cut it about there, I think. The same one with that one about there. That one, I suppose, about there. And that one will be about sort of there. Now, shall I use scissors or shall I use a knife? Oh, that's okay. Right, just take off the bottom roots, or bottom two the leaves. And we'll trim that up a little bit more. That's it, so that's where the leaves did join. Dip it in your rooting hormone. 4 pots, I'll put one in the centre of each pot there. And just pop it in. And there you go, 1 dahlia cutting. Obviously this can't go out yet. So it will stay in the conservatory here for a couple of weeks and it will grow on really well. Eventually we're going to build a greenhouse out there. I've got to clear a bit of space. I bought one off of eBay, I think it was about £2. I had to go and pick it up. And once it's assembled I'll show it to you. But that's one. Same again with this one. I think I'll cut that off about there. Just take off the bottom leaves. Okay, dip it in your rooting hormone, make a hole, pop it in. Be careful not to bruise the stem because they definitely don't like being bruised, the old plants. Another one about, if I'm going to cut it off there I think to start with, and then trim it again. I've just messed that one up, haven't I? Okay, so we'll cut that about there. Take off the 2 leaves. I should have left them ones on, but never mind. Make another hole. Pop it in. It'll grow, they're very forgiving plants. Right, now this one here, I'm going to cut it there. Just peel off the bottom pair of leaves. Bit of rooting hormone. Bit of a hole. Now you don't really want to overwater these because they'll go rotten, they will, in no time. So just keep them as they are, slightly moist, not wet. The plant here will send up more shoots, it's doing it already. So we'll get more of these later on. And this particular one is Himaria cord. Quite a big, I think it's a yellow or white one. Big flower this one. Quite nice. You did see our sweet potatoes last time. Well, they haven't moved much, they've still got tiny little shoots on them. But we'll leave them there. So we can pop that out of the way. Just move our asparagus. There's our dahlias we've done. Now we're going to sow some salad. Just move this out of the way. There we go. Oh. It's a bit thirsty work, this. Right, usual sort of thing, a pot or a tray, doesn't really matter what you want. I'm going to do just a couple of pots for now because I think it might need a deeper bit of soil for the root. There's nothing posh, baby grow leaves from Miracle Grow. Yeah, so you just slice it off and it's got the seeds in there in a coir, what do you call it? Sprinkle it on, and in 4 to 6 weeks it'll be, it's a cut and come again type of salad, so just give it a good shake to start with. That's it, to close the bag before you give it a good shake. Right, so you just sprinkle it on the top. Now I haven't tried this before, so this is new to me. Not quite sure how much is supposed to be on there. It says blah blah blah, prepare, fill the plots. So shake the pack and sprinkle evenly over the surface, about a handful per plot. Then water gently. Okay, blah blah blah, when it's growing, depending on the weather. Expect the first leaves to be ready in 4 to 6 weeks, and it's a cut and come again type of salad. So about a handful. So we'll give that a go, just to see what it's like. Just pop it down there. Now this does need watering because it's really dry, and it says water until like the koi goes a dark brown. So I'll do that in a little while. Just something to try. You can do that all year round actually, that sort of stuff, which is quite good. Anyway, I said about I bought the shed. Well, I broke a few bolts when I was taking it apart, so I've just ordered up a new pack of bolts to repair it, and I'll get on to doing that. And we also bought our shallots. These are yellow moon, nice looking shallots, and we should be getting on to the plant of them another day. But that's something we've got to look forward to at a later date. Our onions, remember we planted them? Well, they're still growing quite well. Really need potting onto bigger pots, maybe one per pot, and I might already do that on the next video actually, because I don't want to get too big. I mean, they're not coming out the bottom yet. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Putting in the old early main crop potatoes, taking our dahlia cuttings, having a look at our asparagus ferns. Amazing how they grow. Just in the tray there, nothing special. They've got lots of roots coming. How about that? Nice. That's it, dahlias, onions there. Well, see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye then.